Michel Barnier must change his unreasonable demands with respect to a post-Brexit trade deal, Marc François, chairman of the Eurosceptic European Research Group, has said in a letter to the EU's chief negotiator. Mr. François' letter was tweeted by party colleague Andrea Jenkins on the day face-to-face trade talks between the UK and the EU kicked off today in Brussels, with both sides agreeing to intensify negotiations in July. The Tory MP for Rayleigh and Wickford said certain EU demands are simply not going to work. He added, "I hope that you find this letter and the points that I have set out above useful, and that it spurs you to change some of the unreasonable demands that the EU is currently making." 4 rounds of talks led by Boris Johnson's Europe advisor David Frost and the EU's chief negotiator Michel Barnier, which have been taking place remotely due to the coronavirus pandemic, have led to little progress. However, the two sides are set to meet face-to-face today in Brussels after agreeing to intensify negotiations. There will be greater involvement from Mr. Frost and his EU counterpart in the latest round of talks. And negotiating teams will be smaller than in the video conferences, with just 20 British officials heading to the Belgian capital. The UK formally left the EU on January 31 and is in a transition period until the end of the year. At the end of May, France and Germany announced they are backing the creation of an EU bond to raise €500 billion £447 billion to boost the European economy, severely weakened by the coronavirus pandemic. The two leaders, Emmanuel Macron and Angela Merkel, unveiled their proposal in a joint video press conference. If approved, it would be the first time the bloc has pooled its debt in this way.